Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of diamond painting. I guess it's so lame. I gotta tell you what happened at work today. So this is a thing that happens, well, too often, in my opinion. This lady came in and she wanted chicken teriyaki without the teriyaki. And I'm like, so it was the order she placed ahead of time. She ordered a chicken teriyaki. And then she came to pick it up early, and as I was saying it, she's like, I don't want the teriyaki sauce. And I'm like, so you just want plain chicken strips? She's like, no, I want the chicken teriyaki, but I don't want you to put the teriyaki sauce on it. And I don't know how to explain to these people. It's just chicken. It's only chicken teriyaki if we put sauce on it. Like it's only buffalo chicken if we put buffalo sauce on it. Like it's literally just chicken. Just plain chicken. And so then she said, so I did that for her. She's like, oh, I'm sorry for being a pain. Yeah, right. But so I put the other stuff she wanted. Then then on the order, she wanted the sweet onion sauce. And so I start to put that on, and literally she shouts at me. She said, I said I didn't want any sauce. And I'm like, no. Well, this isn't what I said, but I was like, no, on the receipt, you clearly stated that you wanted sweet onion sauce. That didn't automatically show up there. You would have had to scroll through the list, select that one, and hit submit for it to show up in the order. But she got like so mad at me, and so I hope her sandwich tastes terrible. It won't because I made it, but see, being a good person is such a drag. Like, but like that happens a surprisingly often amount. And these people are adamant they don't want plain chicken. They want chicken teriyaki, but they don't want the teriyaki sauce on it. And I don't know what to do with these people. It just makes me mad. Like every once in a while, I'll just have customers that just make me outrageously furious. And she was one of them. But still is not as bad as it was shortly after I started working there, back when food was like, well, we didn't think it was cheap back then, but back when food was cheap, like 4 years ago. I had just started working there. This is O, right? Yep. And this one person says, he's like, hello, I'd like an Italian sandwich on Italian. And I'm like, all right. Did you want the spicy Italian or the Italian BMT? And he was like, the spicy Italian. And I was like, all right. And so he tells me what cheese he wants. He tells me what veggies he wants. And then he tells me the sauce, and when it's done, I'm like, does that look okay? And he says yes. So I wrap it up. Then as I'm ringing it up, I told him the total, and he's like, it's supposed to be $4.99. And I was like, well, no, the only sandwich we have that's $4.99 is the meatball. And he's like, well, that's the one I wanted. Like, you sat there and watched me put not meatballs on it and didn't say anything. Like, you literally watched me make that sandwich wrong, and you couldn't be bothered to tell me at any point that you wanted meatballs instead of pepperoni. But I don't say that. All I say is, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me go remake that for you. But inside, I'm furious. That's my least favorite part of the job. is like having to pretend to be happy and upbeat like a lot. 'Cause like I'm not a happy, upbeat, and positive person. I like literally I could be having the greatest day, and if you asked me, I would be able to find something to complain about. Multiple things probably. But like I've said before, I feel like days aren't really good or bad. It's more just how, like, what your mindset is that day. Like, sometimes I'm just like everything can just roll off and it's fine and I don't care. And then other days, I just am mad at everything and everyone. There's this one lady, Grumpy Tuna Lady. And like, she's not actually grumpy. She just likes her sandwich made a specific way. And that way is burnt. And so when you first make her, like everyone who's like a new employee, when they first make their sandwich, she gets so mad at them. And she like loses her temper with them. And so that's how she got her name. But what it is, because the one day I came into work when my manager had just started working at our store. She was like, oh my gosh, the meanest lady was in here. I'm like, was she short? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, did she have poodle hair? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's Grumpy Tuna Lady. And she's like, oh my gosh, I know why you call her that. I'm like, no, she's actually really sweet. Like, she really likes me because I know how to make her sandwich how she likes it. But I was like, let me guess, you wouldn't burn it for her. And she's like, I didn't want her to be eating burnt bread. I'm like, no, you have to burn it or she won't eat it. And it's like, oh my gosh, like by the time, so like what I always do is I'll cook it, I'll toast it extra long and then take it out, show it to her and be like, how's this, a little longer until she says it's good. And like literally you could, by the time she is done with this sandwich, you could use it as a weapon. It is so hard and crispy and crunchy, and it's almost impossible to cut in half because it's just crumbling at that point. She's actually a really sweet old lady. For a story that's better than the whining and complaining you've heard me do about work, I'm going to tell about a dream I had a very, it wasn't even scary. It was just very odd. Like, I don't know why I had this dream. So, it was, again, like, I don't know why I had this dream. It was the middle of the night, and I was dreaming that there was a boa constrictor, like, in my bed, like, laying next to me about to eat me. And so I wake up. This is where it gets worse. I wake up, get out of bed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a boa constrictor in my bed. And I start taking, like, I take the comforter off my bed, I take the sheets off my bed, trying to find this giant snake. And then I'm like, oh, I can't find it. It must have gone somewhere else in my room. Oh. So I get all angry. I grab my comforter, I grab my pillow, and I leave my room, and I make it halfway down the hallway before I wake up the rest of the way. And I'm like, wait, what am I doing? There's no snake in my room. And then so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to remake my bed so I can go back to sleep, and it was very embarrassing. And I didn't, because it was too much work. And when my mom came in to wake me up for school the next morning, she's like, what happened? And I was like, I thought there was a snake in my bed. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. But it was very embarrassing because, like, it was one of those things where you were awake, but you weren't, like, all the way awake. And it was pretty embarrassing. I usually don't remember my dreams when I wake up, but I remember one time I had the best dream ever. It was like some sort of Chronicles of Narnia, Lord of the Rings crossover, and I was like in the movies kind of on this amazing adventure. And then my dad wakes me up, and like I'm like, no. And then I'm like, is it time to go to school? And he's like, no, you have a snow day today. I just wanted to let you know. And I'm like, why? And then I went back to sleep, and I thought about it so hard. I was like, come on. Dream it again. And I couldn't do it. And I was so mad because he woke me up to tell me it was a snow day, and I was having the best dream of my entire life. My dreams aren't ever that good. But yeah, now I usually don't really remember them. I just, like, I can kind of remember if I had them and if they were, like, weird or not. But I can't, like, remember the specifics anymore when I wake up usually. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do anything today, guys. I don't. I really don't. I'm supposed to clean. I don't want to do that. I need to shower. I don't want to do that. I need to, like, kind of start to get my life together for next week, because, like, everything's a mess. Like, my room is a mess. My head is a mess. I don't know where the threes are. Oh, right there. Sorry. That wasn't your fault. I'm having a bad day. Here's the threes. And, like, I don't want to do. I am so tired. And, like, I know I'm always tired, so it, like, doesn't count. And I'm probably just being lazy, but, like, just thinking about is exhausting. And, like, I really just don't want to. I hope you enjoyed my little time lapse with music. I tried to edit it today. It went horrible. It sucks. Much like my life at the moment. So I don't know if it'll even be half decent. Well, I feel like no matter what, it's not going to be any worse than the cooking one I did the other day. Oh, that's right. You guys don't know about that. I didn't say anything. Cooking ones might become a thing in the future, but I tried it and it did not go well, like at all. Like, not even a little bit. This is what always happens. I just get lazy and then I let everything get messy and then it's overwhelming. And then I don't want to clean it because it's so much, and like I've just been so busy. And I don't want to do it. Like, I would love to do it. I would. Actually, nothing would make me happier than cleaning, but I just don't want to. It's like my least favorite part of depression. It's like, and I don't even know if I'm depressed. Like, I don't always, like, when I'm depressed, it's not always like sad. It's just like this, like just exhausting, and everything's overwhelming, and I don't want to do anything, but I have to do it, and that kind of just makes me want to cry. Then I start crying. Then I'm sad because I'm crying, and I don't like being sad because it's incredibly unproductive, and like crying literally does nothing. Like, I could cry all day about my life and it wouldn't matter because it's not going to do anything. And like, it might make me feel a little bit better, but like, crying isn't going to clean my room. Complaining about it isn't going to make my room magically clean. And I know all this stuff, and that's why I hate going to my counselor sometimes, because like, I already know. Like, she doesn't tell, like, okay, calm down, Erin. Be nice. Like, I feel like half the stuff she tells me, like, I already know. Like, I know that. That's not helpful at the moment. I'm sorry. Like, I know you're probably just trying to help, but you're not. And I'm just... It's like, everybody always called me, like, lazy growing up. Like, that's what they always said. They're just like, you're so lazy. And... But, like, it's not... I don't know. It's like I can be having such a good time, and then now I'm not having a good time anymore. Because all I can think about is all the crap that I need to do that I don't want to do. And I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling overwhelmed about every single freaking thing. Mental health is so hard. Because, like, it's like, you know what you're feeling is stupid and like irrational. You know, like, reasonably there's no reason for you to feel like that. You know realistically that like your feelings aren't, I mean, they are legit because that's how you're feeling, and like that's what like depression and anxiety is. Like, your feelings are valid. But like, they're annoying because like realistically, you know, like when I make a phone call, like I know I'm not gonna die making a phone call. but like that doesn't make it any less scary. And like I feel like that's how it is with depression. Like I feel like it's so easy. Like cleaning isn't hard. I've done it before. I'll do it again. But like it just is so, it just makes everything so much harder than it needs to be, and then you don't want to do anything. And I've even been taking my medicine every single day. Which is why it especially sucks when I feel like this, because I don't have time. I don't have time to be depressed. Like every time I feel like this, I feel like it's literally ruining my life. I have so much stuff that I want to do and I need to do, and I can't do any of it because I'm just sitting here feeling shitty about everything. Like that's the thing. Like crying and whining won't make, it's not gonna make my room clean. It's not gonna fix any of my problems. It's not gonna make me less stressed. I don't know, it might make you less stressed. But like, it's like just another thing I would do that would be wasting the time that I should be doing on something else. Like this, I'm just wasting time that I could be spending cleaning or doing something that would actually be productive and help me feel better, and I'm not. It was a good weekend. I actually got to chill, but now I'm going back to work tomorrow, and I'm really not excited about it. Because like I know I'm not going to do anything today. I already know that. And it just makes me more mad about next week because I'm going to be busy all week with work, so I know I'm not going to do it next week either. Well, I think I've got enough to finish the video. I'm sorry it wasn't more. I'm sorry it wasn't better. And like, diamond painting helps really calm me down, but like not today for some reason. So I will see you all next time, and hopefully I will have happy stories to tell, and it will be a lot more fun and a lot better than it is today. Wow. It's gonna be like the worst diamond painting like ever. Like out of all the ones I've done that have been not that great, this is legit gonna be the worst. But I will see you all next time. Bye.